Chiefs wide receiver, Sammy Parker, joining us. Been trying to get him for a while. I had actually had some contact with him like last spring about, possibly coming on, and it just never worked out. So he will be on with us next week. Is he coming in studio, Jim? He will be in studio.
All right.
So,
nice.
Yeah, Jim's going to get on his mic here. We can't get through the show. Jim's got to be able to talk too.
Well, the funny thing is we're talking about who's on, who's off. We didn't talk about if Jeff was coming in or going to be V-call. People are not, and Jeff's busy, and I would not have ever asked him to come in, but a lot of people are getting used to this Zoom or V-call, and they're like, "Can we just do it?" Can we do it this way? It's
almost more convenient, really.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's nice. It's nice to have them in studio. Nice to have that feel. But
right.
But you can get more interviews this way for sure. And definitely we have come a long way since 7 years ago.
Big time.
Hey, Andy Reid came to 810 the same time I came to 810 that same year. So there's a thread there. With
there you go.
I kind of started it.
Thanks, Jim. Thanks
Jim.
for that. You're the reason we have the
boom
this way.
There you
go.
That's right.
But no, it was great. I mean, I put on my personal Facebook yesterday that I no disrespect to any other guest we've had, but I feel like Jeff Montgomery is the biggest, if not, definitely one of the biggest, but if not the biggest kind of name that we've had on the show. And so we appreciate you lining that interview up and getting him on, and appreciate his time because, like you said, he's a super busy guy, and I know he's gearing up for the season.
He's got a golf game today, right after this.
Oh, does he have golf? Hopefully he'll get it in. It looks like it may rain.
I don't know what's going on. I mean, weather's it was solid. I was driving in today. I'm like, dang, this is a nice day today.
Can you imagine his lifestyle since? I mean, him and his wife have been together since college, so she's used to this.
Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine having this kind of break and interruption in what is a norm in your world?
Wouldn't you just get kind of stir crazy?
Well,
because you're used to moving all the time.
I know they've been in Florida quite a bit, and he doesn't have the same role at 810 as he had, where he's not full time there anymore. He's still a partner and stuff, but and he needed to back down. He was just so busy. He was working probably 80 hours a week. Probably it seemed like, but one of the most terrific guys you'll ever have met, and I'm proud to call him a friend and a former boss.
Yeah,
awesome.
I actually talked to Coach Will Gordon, who's been on our show, baseball coach at Shawnee Mission East. He coached one of Jeff's sons in baseball a number of years ago. Jeff kind of paid him because Will is a pitching guy. Kind of a pitching guru, if you will, but he had kind of worked with them a little bit, so he had very nice things to say about Jeff Montgomery and how he was with him and everything, and kind of handling that business. So meant to ask him if he remembered Coach Will Gordon, but it slipped my mind there.
We'll ask him next time.
Yeah, we'll ask him next time.
We'll ask him after.
Hopefully he'll be willing to come back.
When we have him back on after the Royals win the World Series.
There we go. Let's do it.
We'll have him back on maybe after the season kind of wraps up.
We'll have him taste test the first KC Blue Oreo cookie.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Better,
we'll have him.
Yeah, man, better him than me, man. I don't even know what flavors those are going to be.
Yeah. Well,
raspberry and blueberry. How about
that? Better him than me.
Yeah. So let's see. You mentioned the sporting game or that MLS had started up. I did actually watch a half of Sporting Kansas City game. I think that's the most soccer I've ever sat down and watched on TV in my life, just because I need live sports. But
you sent me that Snapchat. I couldn't believe what I was saying.
Sporting
fans, I can't
fans
love watching soccer. I was like, dude, soccer's great. What the heck are you talking about?
And sporting fans, you can blame me for the loss. I will take it. They were leading 1-0, and then they lost like in the 90th minute. The other team tied it up, and then like the 97th minute they won the game. So unfortunately, Sporting lost, but You guys can blame me. Send your hate tweets to me.
Yeah, I blame Gary.
It's fine.
Lucky I didn't bet on that game. I can't believe it. So
Yeah, it was it was actually, it wasn't bad to sit down and watch it at home and have it on. And, I was kind of hanging out with the wife and kids too, but just kind of hanging out and watching a little sporty.
Soccer's good stuff to me because a little bit different feel of a game. You also have to be into it the whole time. It's not like football where you can. I mean, I love football; it's my favorite. But you could put a football game on in the background, and you can like they run a play. You can run in the kitchen and grab something, or you can go grab another beer real quick, and then by the time they get back, unless they're running hurry up, and then you got time. Soccer is like nonstop. They keep going, so the action just keeps going the whole time. This is why I enjoy it. But it's also just it's different kind of game. So I actually got into it. It's funny, I got into it with one of the guys I worked with the other day about soccer versus football. He loves soccer. He don't like nothing else. I like everything.
Yeah, see, I don't.
It's all about probably how you kind of grew up.
Soccer's not my favorite thing, but like I've said before, like I don't disrespect soccer players or soccer coaches. Like I respect what they do.
That's what he says on camera, guys. Off camera,
like Coach Kelly, we had him
screaming.
On. Great dude.
Here's one. You got a viewer out there. I believe it's Roland Dykus.
Roland Dykus?
Yeah, ROLLANDA.
Okay.
So you should try Van Zion's in St. Joe and come see me. And he's talking to Jeff, not us.
Oh.
It's a barbecue place.
It's a barbecue place, Van Zion's?
Van Zion's.
Huh?
Okay.
Hey, Roland, if you're still watching, if you want us to do a live show, we'll
hook
come
us up.
We'll do a live show and just hook us up with some barbecue.
We want to do a barbecue tasting show, don't we?
We'll do a barbecue tasting. We'll taste it.
If I have to, I guess I will.
And
that's okay.
We could spend an afternoon in St. Joe, couldn't we?
Sure. Yeah, we'd go up there.
Yeah,
a little barbecue, promote them on the show.
Like we're at training camp.
Yeah.
We could be like a movie. One of those movies where you show up and the unbelievable, dedicated fans and that don't like change.
Just all you would need to do, really, Roland, is just get in touch with Jim Bly at uclicktv.com, and he could set that up and get us out there. We could, I said, do a live show, and he could work out all those details, on the business side of things and what it would take to get them in. But I'm all about trying new barbecue. And
twisting my arm, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not ready to do it.
Before we do that show, we got to wait on Patrick Mahomes, high school coach, though.
Remember
we promised him that?
Well, yeah, we said we'd take him out for barbecue when he made it up to Kansas City. So
was he coming up here for something in particular, or was it just like next time?
No,
he's up
sometime.
Here?
We just said next time you come up, make sure you shoot us a call.
I'm sure though he's probably pretty busy being an athletic director. Those guys,
those guys are
Texas
working really
right
hard.
now.
Yeah,
Wow.
those guys are working hard right now.
Texas is trying to find out a way to play football. Figure out a way to play football.
It's going to happen in Texas. There'll be like a revolution.
Yeah, just like I think some conferences,
Texas will become their own country, right?
I think the Patriot League yesterday said there's going to be no fall sports. The Ivy League has said no fall sports. Junior colleges have flipped their
most people are flipping
sports seasons. That's all the announcements we have so far.
Big Ten's just playing each other.
Big Ten and Pac-12 are conference only seasons for the fall.
Hey, Ryan, in your research you're doing for your story, you got any more? I mean, he's doing a story on this.
Oh, is he?
An article. You got the mic over there?
Yeah.
Turn it up.
Yeah. Not really sure about. I know junior colleges in Missouri, like they were gonna go, but it's like totally. The cases keep rising, so that's a nada.
A no go.
So National Junior College Athletic Association announced, I think yesterday, that they were going to flip, and that kind of messes up our other gig over down the street over here at the community college gym.
Right
here. But I mean, they said in the article yesterday in the press release that basketball will start practicing in October. So
okay.
Oh, the thing I read said basketball practice wouldn't start till December. They wouldn't play games till January.
Okay.
So, but maybe I read it wrong.
I don't know. Maybe I was talking to somebody, and that's where I got my information. Maybe I didn't open my ears up.
But yeah,
how about Greg Jones is reporting today?
Yes, I was going to mention that. Greg Jones, head football coach at Liberty North, put out a video on Twitter this morning. Or I don't know if it was this morning
Jones,
or last night.
Greg, right?
Yeah, but he basically is saying, what if we just have a specific waiver for fall sports for high schools that the parents can sign that would take any liability away from the school, the athletic director, the coaches, basically take the liability to the parents, and then we just go ahead with fall sports. And if the parent doesn't want to sign it, then their student just doesn't play, and then that way it gives the parent the option. I am all for that. Pretty much if you sign your son up for, say, club baseball in the summer or your daughter for softball, you're signing a similar waiver saying that if they get hurt, it's not on the coaches, it's not on the organization. You as a parent will take responsibility. And, I don't have a problem with that. Because then, again, if the parent chooses, they can say, well, my son or daughter's not going to play their fall sport because I'm worried about COVID. Okay, that's your decision. That's your right. I'm all for that. I'm all for it. I want to have a fall football season, so that's why everywhere I go right now, got my mask with me.
There you go.
Everywhere I go. I even wore it today as I'm walking around on the field for an hour and a half, at Shawnee Mission East doing our morning workouts.
How's that working with the beard and the heat and the?
It's not very cool, and it's pretty uncomfortable. But again, if that's what I got to do, that's what I got to do.
Where's your blue? My daughter was telling me that somebody's getting some blue ones made. I don't know if they're going to have the Shawnee Mission East logo on them or not.
It would not surprise me
cool.
if we had special custom made like Shawnee Mission East athletics masks. Even if each sport had them, it would not surprise me at all.
That'd be cool.
I know one thing. She didn't work out like she was supposed to during COVID break.
Yeah.
From the last few weeks. How I know she's hurting right now. How are your kids doing, and how were their conditions?
Actually, the kids that are showing up are working very hard. Obviously, right now we're not pushing as hard as we normally would this time of year because we know they're kids and they're not going to work as hard when they're away from us. But at the same time, I feel like our seniors and our juniors, and the sophomores that I know. I'm not putting the freshmen in there because I really don't know any of them yet.
Right.
But the kids that I know, I feel like they've worked hard during the break and at least kept the conditioning they had. And so, I'm happy about where we are right now with things.
Do you have any kids that aren't showing up because their parents don't want them to be around and are worried about the?
I am sure there are. But
that's above your pay grade?
Yeah, it's above my pay grade. I'm sure because I was talking yesterday when we, finally kind of got back, and I know like last week or 2 weeks ago, whatever it was, when that article came out, you called me. There was a few other people that texted it to me or Snapchatted it to me, and they're like, hey, what's going on at your school? What are you guys doing? And I'm like, if this thing spread, it's not because of anything we did, because we had two kids, one boy, one girl. We shut everything down.
Well, and that was like 2 days into it, so it couldn't have happened there.
So, it did not spread. Because to me, it made me mad because the article sounded like it spread because of athletics.
Right. No, it didn't.
But it spread because of what's happening after they leave the school, we feel like. Because, like I said, we're keeping them 6 feet apart. Now we are requiring masks. We weren't before, but now when they transition, when they come in, when they leave, they have to wear masks. We were keeping them 6 feet apart already. We're continuing to do that. We are following every social distancing guideline that we can, or that's in place by the state, by the school. We're not using equipment because then you have, because they're cleaning it
and all that stuff.
And anything we do use, we do sanitize. So, it did not spread because of anything athletics did.
Well, everybody you talk to, guys, in the athletic world right now, it's the same story, but different versions. Everybody's kind of got their own version of it. And it's this is going to be interesting. It's I mean, Gary, you're a substitute teacher right now. You used to be a full-time teacher. You've got a certain disability that doesn't allow you to be a full-time teacher